Here we go.
It should, okay, good. All right, so we're here with Karis and Ben Meyers, and Karis is getting ready for the Grandma's Half Marathon coming up in about 4 weeks. But she's been on a progression now. Last week she did an 18-miler, basically about 18 miles progression, and that she nailed that thing. Today was a little bit more difficult. She had a little problem with her sciatica, we believe. So, Karis, first of all, tell me about your workout last week. What went well there?
Cool. So last week we did 16 miles of quality work, 1 mile warm up, 1 mile cool down. I would say just the consistency within the 16 miles. I started off just under 650, so around 650, and then worked my way to 605, and my splits were pretty evenly just like cutting it down. So really just being patient throughout that workout I think was my biggest strength.
And that's, if you can be patient in those workouts, they really work out well. Now, Ben, you were riding the bike with her. What were your observations about her progression?
This is last week or
Last
today?
week, yeah.
Last week she just hit it out of the park.
For sure.
Yep, you could just tell by how she was pacing herself, and when she was ready to send it, she did, to take it up to another notch. So.
Okay, yeah, and we had a good workout on Tuesday. Tell me about that workout.
Yeah.
What went well there?
That workout was 2,400 on the track, so that's 1.5 miles, 6 laps. And goal pace was 540, and started out at 540 and then slowly worked my way up. So I think, again, just like being patient, and we're setting goal paces, but also knowing that we don't know what the day's going to bring, so really tuning into how we feel, making sure we can progress throughout the workout. So that went well in the first interval, and then took some rest, and then did 5 times 600 with 200 flow. And that, I think what went well there is really that we communicated, because I have been dealing with some nerve issues in my back glute, some high hamstring and nerve issue situations that don't love speed right now. And so your idea was to really hit those 600s hard, and I came back and was like, I'm not sure I'm physically ready for that. And so we worked out a plan where, okay, if we make the floats, the rest more honest, and keep it more of like a continuous effort versus super fast and in full recovery. So I feel like our communication on Tuesday was like our biggest strength.
And that really worked well.
Yeah.
Because you nailed it. So
Yep.
that was really good. So that brings us up to today. You're doing your mileage otherwise. And today was not exactly a peak experience. Tell us about today.
Yeah, today I was super excited about the workout. I think it was a great half marathon simulation. Had a long cool down, 4 mile warm up, just easies, and then some strides, get nutrition in, all that, and then a 10-mile tempo, but ideally progressing, but like the progression pretty small range, like was starting off around 6:15 and then trying to progress to under 6. Today I dealt with a lot of sciatic nerve pain, just felt like I had a dead leg, and so aerobically never felt limited, but really mechanically was breaking down, and so ended up averaging 6:12 for the 10 miles, which is not terrible, but also not really where we wanted to be. And
Yeah, were it not for the leg, then you probably would have been down 6:12, 6:05-ish, maybe sub 6 on the last.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But you could have easily given up there, but you
No,
pushed
exactly.
through, you
Yes.
pushed through,
Yeah.
and you got something out of it.
Yeah, and I think like we discussed whether we wanted to do an interview, because today wasn't our best day, and these are the real days. Last
There we go. Yes.
These are the days where like things didn't go according to plan. I was planning on running 13 easy miles tomorrow, but instead we decided like, hey, we're gonna take a day completely off, no cross training, no nothing, and
That will help you.
you can only get fit if you're healthy first. So trying to emphasize like, let's keep the long-term vision and make sure we take care of this nerve thing before we have to shut it down completely. So.
And to take accountability for that, like what happened out there today, that's like a big step for progress in my opinion.
No, exactly.
Yep.
The fact that she stuck with it, and the effort was there, but we know that she can access faster and a higher level of exertion. So that's down the pike, coming around.
Yep. Yeah, shout out to husband. He's been
Yeah, there
on
we go.
bike duty the past 2 long run Saturdays, giving me gels and hydration during my workout. So that's been super helpful, and training
Yep,
for a
and
marathon at some point.
We're gonna go have some fun this afternoon. We're going sailing up at Lake Dillon.
Nice.
Gonna get some big burgers at Pug Ryan's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna go to work on massaging that nerve tonight and tomorrow.
Hand gestures were key to that.
All right, thanks for the interview, guys.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week. Thanks, Dave.